When I was getting into the plane on the day of the flyover, I was in go mode. Ever since becoming a pilot, I now have this mentality where I just am so compartmentalized, so laser focused, that I just don't feel emotions when I'm flying or doing things aviation related. So I was excited about this happening. I was excited to be flying, but I wasn't really feeling the weight of what was happening.
Really well compiled and a clear guide through this, how this very epic event came into fruition. And I felt very honored to be invited into the fold. We got to meet all the players of uh, who helped make this happen, who was there along the way, their feelings, the excitement around it, and what it really takes in terms of preparation to make an event like this happen. I really did feel like we were on the ground with them, and there was that anticipation of, are they going to do it? How are we getting this done? And almost this clear, bold confidence just hurtling through, but also other people conspiring to make this happen, which I thought was really lovely in the community aspect of it. I also thought it was really interesting to get that insight into the process and the technology behind it, the science behind it. And then I felt because they invited us into the fold from the beginning, it felt we really got to celebrate that ending with them. But great cinematography, excellent pacing, and I thought it was just very organically compiled as well.
Like a modern day Charles Lindbergh story, the determination of a college student to achieve something that has not yet been done in celebration of both athletics and science, and at the end of the day, most clearly of his school, of having that pride in the place you call an academic home. The support that he got from all those around him, the very least the FSA is just astounding and shows just how much can be accomplished when one sets their mind to it and utilizes effectively the resources that they have around them.
Yeah, I thought this was a really cool premise and just kind of like um the overall cause and like the fruit, like how the idea came to fruition, and just kind of the overall idea that they were presenting, in which it takes a team and it doesn't just take one person for something this amazing to happen, was really, really cool. I think, I don't know, I just feel like also the factor of emphasizing how silent the aircraft is and kind of the benefits of that as well. I never thought of that. You know what I mean? So there's very much, when an idea that could make a difference comes into fruition, then you figure out all the other ways that it can become an asset to society and also to just saving the planet as a whole. It should be something that's even accelerated to the forefront of being a priority for a lot of these big businesses. Of course, they're not, because they're very focused on what makes the most amount of money as opposed to what is the best environmentally wise. But I think, the bigger this project becomes and the more research we put into, electric generated kind of anythings, whether this is cars, aircrafts, whatnot, and just kind of seeing the benefit of it for the long run, because again, it's very important environmentally wise. And humans have ruined the earth so much that I love it when a human takes it upon themselves to try and fix something.
They give us this very inspiring recount of how hard work and idealism gets things done. Young people showing up, speaking up, and acting for what's right in order to preserve our planet. They have these super cool scenes of the plane and the flyover during the game. It is very high quality scenery, the photography and the edition. It's top quality, and I think the humbleness of the team involved in this development is just very inspiring.
The narrative like technique of telling the story of this like journey from beginning to end, separated into parts, and like taking us on that journey. I was really like, we're on the journey. I felt like I was there, you know what I'm saying? So I think that's great filmmaking aspect. But I think, you know, the whole like concept was really cool of like, and gives me hope for like the future and stuff, which I think that's Like that's the goal. Like that's the gold standard for a documentary like this, I think. So
I loved how it clearly highlighted the pilot's vision. The film does an excellent job taking us through the many steps for this history-making trip. I like the titles and the use of CGI maps to chart the trip. Great interviews of people involved in making this happen. What really set this film apart for me was the gorgeous flight footage. It was so cool to see this silent plane do its work.